Hi, I'm Alex Archibald. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity. Hi guys, and welcome to today's episode, which is in fact more or less an auction preview. As you know, I go around and I buy things, whether it's out of a house or storage unit or collectibles from people's basements and barns and wherever, and occasionally we do these auction sales. So this is the one we've got coming up right now, and I thought I kind of owed it to you guys and owed it to myself to give you a sort of a walkthrough of what we've got going up for sale. And honestly, there's even a bunch of stuff that came out of my own personal collection too, like the mint boxed corgi toys, some dinky toys, Hot Wheels, and so forth. So without further ado, let me flip the camera around. We'll give you sort of a preview of what's going to be going through the sale. And again, you can bid on this stuff at kauctions.ca. Look for the Curiosity sale. It'll be listed and labeled, and I'll try and put a link in the description when that auction goes live too. But as for now, let's flip it around and let me show you what cool stuff's going through. So in the last little while, I found some interesting things. Vintage Honda motorcycle racing jackets, airsoft guns, which we've got up top there. We've got all sorts of gear, airsoft gear, you know, the helmets and camo and all the sort of apparatus that would go with that. If you're into airsoft, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff there. We've got vintage toys, so AFX slot car sets. We've got the really cool 1930s Mickey Mouse toys up here. I had these on my shelf in my office for quite a while, but the Mickey's airmail, the Donald Duck airmail, and then the little fire chief car and tractor, those are so neat. And this really neat RCMP doll, which was made in Canada, but he's got all his little accessories, including a little pistol in his front pocket there, and boots and hat and the whole deal. 1950s Japanese tin toys, so the Atom Rocket 7 and the Tin X-07 spaceship. Got a little crack in the dome, but who doesn't? We've got the Lamborghini Lego kit, which is actually a fairly new kit. I bought that and built it, and I thought, oh, I should clean up the shelves. And of course, since I sold my 69 Porsche 911 that matched that kit, I thought I'd put my Lego Porsche up for sale too. And the extra bits are in the box with the instructions there. The mechanical lion that you wind up and he opens and closes his mouth and the tail wags, kind of a little animatronic toy from Japan. 1994 World Cup Team Canada signed baseball, and a lot of these guys like Eric Gagne and so forth went on to be in the major league. So a lot of these guys are major leaguers too, but that's when they were playing the World Cup for Team Canada. These are neat. If you hadn't seen these before, these are like secret agent toys from the 60s. So that looks like it's a pocket knife, but really it's a cap gun, turns into a pistol. Same thing with this. It turns into a little 35 millimeter camera and all folds back up again. That turns into a movie camera. So we've got these secret agent toys, which are super cool, from the Agent Zero line from Mattel, early Mattel stuff. Some coin sets. So of course, Lego Volkswagen bus. And aside from the Lego Volkswagen bus, I'm also going to be bringing down my real full-size Volkswagen bus and a Studebaker GT Hawk. So we've got some classic cars and motorcycles, Matchbox toys, pocket watches, including this one, which is pretty cool. This is solid 18 karat gold. That's solid 18 karat. Well, I shouldn't say solid. That would imply 24, but it's 18 karat gold case watch. It's not plated. And it does work. It winds up with the key and has its original case. We got some hunting knives, little watch display case down there that would have held Westclock watches, rodeo brochures, all kinds of vintage slot cars that I was hanging on to, like the Ferraris and things like that from the 70s. Oh, this was a neat one. Datsun, or that's another Ferrari. There is a Datsun 240Z in here somewhere. You've even got the AFX flamethrowers, so some neat stuff. Lots of old Transformers. So if you're into Gen 1 Transformers, we've got piles and piles and piles of those that are going to be going through from the 1980s. And some of them are pretty rare or scarce. Vintage records, hockey cards. early Wayne Gretzky's. We've got autographed Bobby Orr's, original Bobby Orr hockey cards going back. So a nice little assortment there. Patrick Waugh rookie card. Buttons, microphones. This carved, this is a Boy Scout totem. And you can see it's got the Scouts Canada logo on the back. Scouts Canada up at the top there. But somebody carved this. Funny looking little beaver. But what a great little thing that is. And skillful too. Look, when they turned it, they actually left a little ring attached. They would have done that when it was a solid piece of wood. So just some general neat stuff. Oh, this, I picked this up. That's an original JFK Kennedy for President poster. This isn't a reproduction. And if you look at the back, you can see where the other signs were kind of piled when it was fresh and made. So pretty rare piece, you know, original JFK presidential poster on cardboard. Pretty cool piece. Lots of wristwatches. So we've got all sorts of wristwatches up here, and beautiful stone flower vase carved from a solid piece of stone. And some household stuff. I mean, heck, you know, sometimes you end up doing a clear out, you end up with a brand new iron or what have you. Auto harp up top there. So some instruments, computer gear, big assortment of Royal Dalton. It came out of a house clear out that we did. That's all Royal Dalton cups and mugs and plates. It's a complete set, if not a set and a half or two sets worth of stuff from the 60s. It's a mid-century pattern called the Panine, I think it's called. Anyway, it's a really good set, really cool set. And as I'm kind of going through, you know, you get the memories of finding this stuff, the Dark Side action figure, the Ghostbuster action figures. We've got comic books and beautiful Art Deco style radios, like these waterfall Northern Electric radios that I was hanging on to. I had the 3 in different colors in my garage for a while. Really random limited edition Invicta Spider-Man watch, which was I think $500 or $600 Canadian new. So that's going up, no reserve. Needs a new battery, but otherwise it's in really good shape. Lots of nice camera gear. So the Pentaxes, 35mm stereo equipment. Just a really good assortment. And we've partnered with another vendor for the sale too, who's also brought in some watches and coins and records, and it's basically the same kind of stuff like I would normally sell too. I brought in some vintage license plates, more Transformers. But look, it's collectible now. It's a Walkman. Who knew that all these things have started to gain in popularity and collectability? Lots of die-cast cars. And these American Muscle Authentics were really high detail. They're the ones that have like the flocked carpeting and sort of upholstered feeling seats. Those were the high-end ones. Those are the ones you wanted to collect if you're collecting 1/18 scale. And you can see the other stuff like barware, candlestick phones, so much good stuff. It's going to be a really great sale. You know, it worked out well that both myself and the other seller that's consigning some stuff here today have very similar tastes in things. You can see like the vintage Lego sets, the space Lego, lots of toys. And you come around the corner, you got old radios. And I brought this down. I don't know if you remember the episode where I found the dirt bike in the garage of the house. Well, we got it all cleaned up and it runs perfect. It's basically like a brand new 1980s bike. It saw hardly any use. That's going up for auction as well. We got Saturday Evening Posts, typewriters. Look at all this stuff coming up November 2nd. So coming up pretty quickly, actually. And I'm excited because I know it's going to be a good sale. Pressed steel toys and all kinds of stuff. So it should be a big one, should be a good sale. And plus, there's a couple cars that are going to be coming out too. So don't forget about that. So guys, make sure to check out this sale. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's just in time for Christmas. They ship pretty much anywhere in the world. But there's going to be gold watches, diamond rings, vintage coins, comic books, sports cards, toys, collectibles, all kinds of great stuff. So you got to check it out. Oh yeah, plus of course the classic cars, which is the main draw of this sale. So it's going to be a great sale. We'll live stream it, or I'll do a live feed when that happens as well, so we can watch it together as it goes. And fingers crossed it's a good sale, and hopefully you guys at home watching will find some treasures that will be great in your collection too. So guys, thanks very much for watching today's episode and auction preview. Check out the sale. I'll put the link in the description below, and I guess we'll see how things go. Sale date ends November 2nd, 2024. So if you're watching this after the fact, you can probably find a video later on that shows you what some of this stuff sold for. So guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see y'all soon. And as always, bye for now.